Okay, so we left off with example 3 on the U-try. So 1/3 pi r squared h is our formula. Our height was the 5.5, and our radius was 2. That 4 was for the diameter. So that's 1/3 pi times 2 squared times 5.5 for a grand total of 20. So let's look at example 4. Art studio in her backyard. To buy a heating unit for the space, she needs to determine the BTUs, the British thermal units, required to heat the building. For the new construction with good insulation, there should be 2 BTUs per cubic foot. What size does Sam need to purchase? So we need to figure out the cubic feet, because once we know the volume, we know the cubic feet, then we can figure out how many BTUs. So what we have here for the art studio is a cube and a pyramid combined, a square pyramid. And so for the volume of the cube, we know we have perimeter of the base times height. I'm sorry, that's surface area. Silly Miss Benton. We have area of the base times height. And for the pyramid, we know that's 1/3 area of the base times height. So the area of the base, we've got, looks like 25 by 25. Our height appears to be 8. So that's 25 times 25 times 8. And pyramid is 1/3 area of the base. Then this base here is going to be the same. It's still 25 by 25. And it looks like our height for that roof piece is also 8. Okay, so we're going to put that in our calculator. And we get 5,000 for the cube and 1,666.6 repeating for the pyramid. We add them together, that's 6,666.6 repeating. But that's still just the volume, that's the feet cubed on that little art studio. And so if we want to know the British thermal units, we're going to have to multiply that times 2 British thermal units per cubic foot, so times 2. And so our final answer, oh, darn, I put the wrong thing in my calculator. Times 2 comes out to 13,333.33 BTUs. And BTUs really are the unit that's used for air conditioning units and heating units to decide what size air conditioning unit you need to purchase or heating unit you need to purchase for your house. They do these calculations with British thermal units. All right, let's look at one more example, and then we'll let you do the U-try. It says find the value of the variable in each figure. Leave your answer in simplest radical form. The diagram are not to scale. Okay, so here we have a cone. It appears the height of the cone is 6. Our radius, we don't know, it's x. And so when we do volume, 1/3 area of the base times height, that's 1/3 pi r squared times height. So that's 1/3 pi times x squared times our height of 6 is going to be equal to the volume of 8 pi. Okay, so a little bit different this time because they give us the volume and want us to find the radius. So my first move is going to be to divide both sides of the equation by pi to get rid of that. And then that gives you 8 equals, I'm going to go ahead and combine this 1/3 of 6. Since order doesn't matter in multiplication, 1/3 of 6 is 2x squared. So if I divide by 2, 4 equals x squared, square root both sides, and our radius, our x, is 2. Okay, so I'm going to let you try, and we'll come back and meet on the next video.